3DNV with a weird line. N3. Guys, you gotta learn to write ones properly. NIV double V.
It's in Russian.
W.
That's why it looks
double
like
that. He said Fenn's tired.
Welcome back to Character Select.
We don't know how to spell. What's the alphabet?
It's Cyrillic.
Back behind you?
That's why it's weird. Yeah.
Punch it.
His will to overcome. These are the lies of the non-believers.
Cool.
Fuck you, lady.
I love being a lie of a non-believer.
But look, Mal, if someone wants to volunteer.
I like how they keep walking around nonchalantly even though they're on fire.
They've got nothing better to look forward to.
Bonk.
Honestly, it's kind of an improvement.
I don't know if those guys can feel anything.
True.
They seem pretty dead to the world.
Oh no, you didn't have to go back. She's gonna talk to you again.
UAC. We've got guts.
Oh, wow.
Huge guts.
Huh. I don't think I saw that in my playthrough.
Ah, that's one of my favorite quotes she does. She only does it if you repeatedly poke her, but there's a couple lines she's got that are just absolute zingers that I love, that I'm like, wow, did you really? And id Software is like, yes, we totally did.
I'm charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3.
Oh, Vega.
I'm sure this will be fine.
I like how Doom Guy just like hops in technologies like Vega will handle it. Vega's got me.
Fine.
Or he hops in technologies like click, 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 Vega. Thank you.
Click, 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 click. I love the fact that they escalated. The first time he gets behind a gun, he's like click, click, and then Vega like unlocks it and it shoots.
This was before your time with the Sentinels. The slip gate will take you to Sentinel Prime where the priest is hiding.
But then, like, as the game progresses, it's like he gets a little more impatient, like click. It starts with click, click, then it gets click, 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 and then by the time you get to the BFG, you're like click.
Click, 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 click.
It's just like, I want to shoot the gun, I want to shoot the gun, I want to shoot...
Amidst
It's
the
like-
long and enduring history of Sentinel civilization, there are moments in antiquity that have become buried in time, forgotten chapters that remain concealed to Sentinel historians, waiting to be unearthed. The fallen city of Hebeth is one such tale, all but forgotten in the tomes of legacies past. Once a prosperous port city, a proud gleaming marker of conquest for the distant tribe of Bethian clansmen in the Outer Worlds, Hebeth bridged the disparate Sentinel cities with the ingenious design of Slipgate invention. But it was not meant to last. Ingenious, whatever. It was not meant to last, and among these cities lost in the Crusades of Sentinel past was Hebeth, now little more than a smoldering ruin swallowed by the quaking surface of a once habitable Mars.
Yay.
Speaking of upgrades...
Lord. I wish you could upgrade that. I would kill to be... If there were upgrades for the Unmaker and the BFG, I'd be like, yeah!
Well, there is. You just slide it into this giant barrel on one of Mars's moons, and then you can blow up capital ships with it.
Yeah, pretty much. But you can't carry the giant barrel with you, which is a bummer.
Yeah, Doomguy needs to lift
token,
more.
Nope, token behind you.
Hey, buddy.
And after that, check your map, because I think that might be the last goodie.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good, 100%. You got this one more fight, and then you're good.
Wow.
Hey, there's another frickin'... God damn it, now.
Alright, I thought there were only 2 Mankey Bai. I was wrong. My encyclopedic knowledge is not perfect, I'm sorry.
My mouse-cyclopedia has failed me.
Hey, I'm like a Wikipedia. People keep editing when I'm not looking.
My Malapedia, sorry, that's what it is. Which is funny, because if you think of it, mal, meaning bad, or evil.
Evil,
My
yeah.
evilpedia.
My Doomopedia! I've actually been meaning to play it this week because I did all the weekly challenges, but I'm trying to finish unlocking all the, what is it, the Battle Pass shenanigans they're doing. Mostly just because I want the coffee Archvile. Like the hipster Archvile. I just want that just for the sake, it's goofy as shit and I want it. That's really all the justification I need, to be honest. But it's like, oh man, I've already spent like 12 hours playing it this week. Should I play it even more? Yes. I know.
Meanwhile, I play it 2 hours every 2 weeks and it's exhausting.
Yes, it is. It's so intense.
Well, the thing is I found that playing it on Nightmare gives you more like XP points or whatever to unlock the stuff, but it's like abusing yourself every time you go in.
Yeah, I'll believe that. This game is so much harder than 2016 was. Like, it asks so much of you.
It's not harder, it's just a lot more...
It is 100% harder, dude. Like, 2016 is just, like, fucking easy by
okay, some of the enemies are harder and stuff, but I find that the challenge is more that there's a lot more mechanical parts in it. There's a lot more things you can do, weapons you have to switch to. It's not like, you know,
there's
26...
a lot more things you have to do. Like, if you're not chainsawing, you will die. If you're not, like, using your flame belch, you will probably die.
No, I agree. Yeah, no, they're... Like, but like I said, that's more mechanical parts that are moving. In 2016, the chainsaw was only available if you found a fuel canister. And this one, it refills.
That was actually... That's one of the reasons the game was easier, was because it was like built around having a much larger ammo reserve.
Yes.
So you weren't forced into close combat as much. Like, there's a lot of design decisions in this game that result in it being like a harder but more action-packed game. Wow, did the legs run for a second after that? That was cool. I like that. Hello, wife. How goes?
Say hi.
Okay, goodbye.
Tell Sin we said hi.
Okay. Mal says hi.
Little off the top.
By the way, you're
Dave
about to run into
well.
Doom Hunter.
Dave says hi as well. Also, the Doom Hunter says hi.
Yeah, Doom Hunter is
but
spawned.
like not verbally.
No, it says hi by going roar. Doom Hunter identified. Murder, murder, murder.
You gotta have that like T1000 vision overlay.
Yeah. To be honest, like that in the trailers, that was corny as shit, but I loved it because I was like, that's just so id Software.
There we go.
It never entirely got out of the 90s.
No, God, no. They were born in the 90s, they will die in the 90s. I mean, like, you look at the, what is it?
Damn it!
King Ormero? Or King Ormero?
Yes. Yeah,
like,
John Romero.
You've got the John Romero, like, you know, like, tributes and shit. They've not left the 90s in any way, shape, or form. Just a heads up, if you shoot the sled, it will break him out of his bullshit powers earlier. It's just, sled is vulnerable to Blood Punch, but you don't have to get close to deal with it. You can shoot rockets and shit.
Yeah.
Plasma rifle will briefly stun the dude
Stop
if you...
running!
There he is. Yep. I was about to say, if he's got a shield up and you plasma rifle him enough, it will stun him briefly, but...
I know,
that's about all it does. That chainsaw, though, is a monster.
I love remote jet rockets.
Get him!
Ooh,
That is actually a specific kill move you have to do later in the game
nice.
that you just pulled. There's a challenge later that says, hey, kill a Doom Hunter by doing this.
Spoiler alert, Fenoxo did not do that.
The kills in Necroval, like, where it's like, oh, there's one Archvile that you have to kill in a certain way. Oh, and there's one, like, Tyrant you have to kill in a certain way. It's like,
Fuck those.
fuck, man, I've got too much other shit to deal with to worry about killing this super demon in one specific manner. I've got about his 20 other dudes that are surrounding him about to gangbang me. Let me worry about them first, please.
Yep.
And it's like, no, you have to kill this guy in a certain way,
Oh,
or we don't give you your goodies. Go ahead and BFG all these cacodemons that are about to come wreck you.
One.
One.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
It's the loneliest number.
Alright, now you can just walk to the portal. Listening to the screams of the cacodemons as it glitches out for whatever reason. A little disconcerting, hearing the screams of the damned from beyond, but you know, whatever.
My wife just took my stapler and walked out of my office with a weird smile.
Was it a red stapler?
Was it a what?
Was it a red stapler?
No, it was black.
Alright, you're fine. She's
Before
not
we go
about to burn
through-
down the building.
I want to make sure I get that.
My stapler?
My stapler? Yeah, no, if
My
it was a red
stapler?
stapler, I'd be like, Fen, leave the building immediately.
Jesus.
She's about to burn it down, run! I love that.
Interplanetary fracking, Jesus.
I love that achievement. You also
I'm
get
so-
a unique player icon for this mission too, which is great. This is probably one of my favorite missions in the game, just because it's like you can't just blow a hole in Mars. Shut the fuck up! Blows a hole in Mars.
You can't just blow a hole in Mars. This gun says I can.
I beg to differ.
Nope.
So you unlocked a bunch of goodies. You got your
Specialization on profile train.
oh,
Bloodstained.
you got the bloodstained, yeah. You can,
Interplanet Mars with a big crack in it. Nice.
a giant fucking hole in it.
God, we're getting Dead Space all up ins. You've traveled through the core of Mars, arriving at the ancient city of Sentinel Prime. You have sovereignty in this unholy place for now. The Great Slayer was once a warrior king in this world. Tradition grants you safe passage, but the completion of your mission will come at a price. Hell Priest Grav is waiting.
This is a bunch. This whole mission, right up until the end, is a bunch of lore and background about the Slayer. So I think you'll find it interesting. All that's here to collect are codexes and a single
What?
token.
What did they just say?
No idea. Hold fire, bros.
Welcome home, Great Slayer.
Yeah, you're probably not going to be happy when I do what I'm here to do. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I got the Praetor suit. It just looks better.
Yep. Exposed biceps was a weird choice.
I mean, the biceps are fine, and the design isn't bad. I like function over form, personally.
The biceps, it's kind of stupid. It's cool, but it's kind of stupid.
The ancient arena is a holy place for the people of Argent Denur. Constructed in the earliest days of their history, this Colosseum served as a proving ground for trial by combat. Historical records indicate that the Argenta did not jail their own kind. Rather, prisoners and criminals were granted the right to earn their chance at regaining honor through victory in the arena. Those who succeeded were given a place to fight in the front lines of the Sentinel Army to die in service to Argent Denur. This traditional use of the arena has subsided since the assimilation with the Dark Realm. The corrupted priests now allow more violent exchanges, with armed captives pitted against demons for sport. The priests of the Order Deeg continue to hold undisputed power on Argent Denur. Spilling the blood of the Argent Ascended class will result in the transgressor's banishment. Asylum amongst the Argenta will be denied to any who do not adhere to the rules of engagement.
So you know how when you first read that intro to the game, this mission, you're like, oh, it's like, your mission success will come at a price.
Basically, everybody that views me with respect is going to review me as a horrible traitor. Ooh.
They have certain laws. The King Novik, when you first met him, you cannot kill the priests.
Yeah, and I killed 2 already, so they're probably already not happy with
We
me.
found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls. He was badly wounded and wearing this.
Huh. The Doom Guy helmet.
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them. Must kill them all.
He has fight in him yet.
In spite of his injuries.
Send him to the arena. Let him be judged like the others.
He started from a position of weakness to become the greatest threat ever. That's awesome. All right. Ooh.
See, look at him.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. The thing is Doom Guy, he has risen up so high in the ranks that he is considered basically a king among the Sentinels. But to complete his mission and kill the priests, if he spills holy Sentinel blood on Argent Denur,
he's kicked out. In the time of King Novik, as the Argenta secured peace and safety through dimensions across time and space, an outlander came to us. He was not of our world and spoke an ugly tongue. How he first took step upon our land was unknown. Sentinel scouts had found the outlander bloodied, clawed, and near death, mumbling of impending doom and the forces of darkness. The scent of blood followed him, and the gore that stained his armor seemed not entirely his own. By Argenta law, the stranger would be judged in the Colosseum, where he would be given the chance of all who stray from the path to fight for his freedom. We knew not of the stranger. His mind seemed crippled with rage. He dressed in attire not suited for our lands, and carried munition of arcane origin. We watched as he overcame his injuries, and in the blood arena he proved his worth. The outlander's technique was crude and brutal, but the determination of his charge echoed that of any trueborn sentinel. His war cry echoed through the Colosseum, as did the sound of his furies, and the guards cheered his banner. Rip and tear, they shouted, as the beast pushed beyond mortal wounds and certain death. He would be gifted no rank, no title. The survivors in the arena were provided only one reward, the right to earn an honorable death, while spreading the blessing of the Makers to those in need. The Outlander's determination was witnessed, his ravings documented, and through the word of the Order Deeg, the Khan Maker had him brought before her. She set her minions to learning his tongue, for with his ugly words he spoke of lands unseen, creatures born of fire, and a dark place unknown to the Queen and her caste. Yet another opportunity to expand the gift of the Makers to those in need. Motherfucker! The fact that I somehow ended up here is why they're invading Earth? What a bunch of assholes.
What was it the guy said in the Cult of Space? It's like, was it not the Slayer
I offer you a
that
great
brought the demons?
a sign of truce.
I'm not interested in truce. I'm interested in ripping and tearing.
That the great thing, like if you awesome thing about one of the songs in this OST, if you've listened to it, is the song Kar and Tuk. And there is a language that they've created for this whole game. The Sentinel language, Kar and Tuk, translates to rip and tear.
On the eve of the Black Star, the Dark Ones came from a world beneath our own, not through ship or ephemeral vessel, but through the fabric of dimensions. Out of swirling fiery gates came horned beast from a timeless realm. First one, then many, crashing waves of evil swelled from the obsidian forest of the Argentian overlands. The Alarum clans from the eastern mountains fell first to the black hordes of devils, and the city of Talorum was slung under the weight of their charge. We sentinels rose to meet the beasts with spear in hand, the might of the holy fleet striking back at the demons. But the dark gates from whence they came gave birth still to even greater hordes. A line of blood was drawn with the fallen on both sides, and the unholy wars began as the time of darkness came upon us. So how is it that you guys ended up on the wrong side? That's what I want to know.
There was.
Don't tell me.
If you did, but
There'll
you
be
read an
codex.
earlier codex entry.
Of what you have left behind. Go back to it then, Leave this crusade. You cannot save them. They have asked me for this, and so I give it to them. If you let the priest live, then I will return to you what the demons took from you so long ago. You need only turn back, and it will be yours again. All the pain you carry will be gone.
She's talking about replacing your fucking rabbit.
And Doom Guy is just like, I don't need that. I'm not fucking Isabella. I'm living on the island after this is over.
The, one of the things that, like, you read an earlier Codex entry.
I don't
Like,
remember it, but hold on.
When you went to
Another history.
Exultia.
Ooh, creepy. Unlike enemies of the past, we could not contain the demons emergent from the Dark Realm. Their weaponry was not conjured from machine steel, but from the essence of their very being. A dark magic not known to us in our many conquests. Had we grown overconfident? Our victories serving to dull our blade as we drank in the glory of our expanding empire? Lost, we knew not how to prevail against this foe. The Maker God stood perplexed, and our engineers and priests scrambled to find the advantage of battle we so desperately needed. Unknown to the enemy, we were pushed to the brink of defeat, and our God stood with us as we worked to find the answer. The Order of the Deeg were the first to unlock the mystery of these foul creatures. The priests were able to capture several of the beasts and set about to identify the source of their power. It was then that the essence of the Dark Realm was discovered. Not wholly unlike our own, the power was the life essence that flowed through their twisted form and powered their attacks. It could be harnessed to power our own weapons, giving the Argenta the chance to combat the demons on even footing. The priests believed that with greater knowledge of the essence, we could discover its source and cut it off from the demons to strangle their armies from within, allowing us to regain the advantage we required for victory on the battlefield. He's talking about fucking Argent energy. The Khan Maker gave blessings to
Hell
our majesty.
energy.
Gave blessings to our majesty and directed the priest to delve deeper into the mysteries of the scarlet elixir from the demonic realm, for she sought only to return balance to our universe. Proper assimilation was required, as hell stood beyond her influence. After great effort, the priests discovered more than they had ever hoped for. They learned of the true nature of the demonic energy and how it could strengthen those skilled enough to harness its power. The energy coursing through the malformed bodies of our relentless enemy could be used to end life or to enhance it. The power to heal, to mend, immortality, knowledge, and enlightened faculties beyond our understanding. With the demon's life force in the skilled hands of the sentinel priests and under the righteous gaze of the Khan Maker, our people could not only rise to victory over the unholy horde that clawed at our walls, we would move to a higher plateau of existence, ushering in a new era of military science and industrial healing. No sentinel would grow sick. No Maker would need to fear the transfiguration they so feared. Need to suffer the transfiguration that they so feared. All would be risen. None would ever oppose our peaceful ways and threaten our world again. True balance over hell and its legions, over time and space. In this world and all others, we would dictate the order. Unified by the Makers, we would find peace eternal. Hey, that sounds like hell offered you exactly what you wanted. You fucking idiots.
The thing is that there's a difference between hell energy and argent energy.
Argent energy is technically purified hell energy.
Yes.
Nice. The Khan Maker demanded a tithe of the essence, and driven by her desire, the priests submitted themselves to her will. Sounds like she got corrupted. The Order of the Deeg took counsel with the king, speaking only of the spoiled land sure to be found through the cleft in creation, the opportunity to purge the new invaders from Argent Denur. We took the war to their cursed land, pressing through the gates of wizardry. There was one among us who seemed to know the true nature of these foul demons. It was the Outlander, the stranger who had come to us from places unknown, he who had survived in the front lines far longer than any sentinel-born prisoner had before. His passion for battle against the vile horde was evident, his lust for their destruction matching our own. Though Argent Denur remained a foreign land to him, his fervor caught the attention of inquisitors of the Sentinel Guard, some whispering of a suspected allegiance he held in secret with the demons. Silencing the critics, King Novik deemed him worthy of selection. The signifiers brought a commission to our king. It was decided that he be lifted from the common rabble. Though no arena-born prisoner had ever been granted the honor, the Knight Sentinels broke tradition and deemed the Outlander worthy of training. A number of disciples grumbled and chafed at the barbarian present in our ranks, but in the war with the demons, all opportunities for even the slightest advantage was to be spared, and as they witnessed the strangers spar with their Hellmasters, they found in him an undying, unrelenting compatriot. This man was an outsider, friend to none, and yet rose each time he was thrown to the dirt of the circle. Battered and bruised, his brow stained with blood, he rose with grim determination for the chance to face his enemies in armed combat once again. Time passed as the stranger was instructed in the codified matrices of our order. Of their order, the ancient lessons of battle and brotherhood taught to all sentinels. He could sense the opportunity before him. Soon all of hell would feel his wrath once more. Satisfied that he would not be a detriment to their prowess, the Night Sentinels granted him his wish as they ventured through the Hellgates with the stranger in tow. They knew no rest, fighting in the unnatural elements and training under the blood moon of night. The stranger suffered exhaustion, wounds, and sickness, but asked for no aid and was offered none. 3 times the Night Sentinels ventured into the gate and back, and upon every return, the stranger strode more capable than before, his gait locked in step with the march of the Sentinels, a disciplined and now controlled lust for demon blood ever present. The passing of years and numerous battles with the devils indentured the stranger to Argenta's mightiest warriors, and no longer did they condescend to him as a new-blooded conscript, for to them he had become a brother in arms forged in war, an ally and a weapon.
Nope, go back. Button. Now look to the right. Wait.
Yeah.
Goody! Nope. You... Okay, that's fine.
What?
The gate would open.
Yeah, well.
And then you take a left and go there. Another cutscene. Or glowy lady.
I do. Theirs is a hard role to play. But I too have a world to save. Without their souls, there can be no hell energy, and the Argent will cease to flow. I cannot allow this to happen. You will not stand in the way of Erdak's progress. This is how it has always been done. It is not for you to deny us our chance at prosperity.
Interesting. So she's basically saying, hey, for us to keep using hell energy, which is souls, hell needs souls.
And the thing is hell energy is processed into Argent, which is what has been causing Earth and Erdak and all these other places to prosper. Mm-hmm. So they need to have these souls processed by hell. So heaven is basically being like, hey, you know, if hell processes these souls...
If we become dependent on an energy source processed by our enemies, then we have to let our enemies win sometimes.
Exactly.
As we warred with the beasts, the Argenta society grew under the watchful eyes of the Makers and through the endless power of the Essence. While our generals were consumed with the unholy war, our culture was marked by the beautiful potion the enemy had provided to us, the sweet elixir. It brought us immeasurable capacity and empowered us to reach farther into dimensions once thought to be beyond our grasp. Under the direction of our Maker gods and the engineering of our high priests, our weapons blazed and our war machines stormed. The throngs of the populace drank deeply from the well of energy unveiled by the priests, but we of the Night Sentinels took no part of their abundance. Some among us whispered accusations and warnings against this manner of progress, but they were quelled. It was not our role to dictate the future of our people, only to defend it. They're getting. That's why the Night Sentinels respect the Slayer.
You're starting to see like the split between the common Argenta folk and, you know, how you mentioned earlier. It's like, why are people giving the Slayer shit when you've got these, Sentinels sitting here holding these like Slayer tokens? Nope, you were going the right way earlier. Take a left or right. Sorry.
Yeah, I got it.
But you're talking about how they're like, oh, they got these suit tokens and stuff. Why are they like being like, oh no, you can't like these guys? Well, these guys are the ones that didn't use the Slayer. Yeah, they're the ones that were like, no, the Slayer's got the right of it. Something is rotten in Denmark. Some shit's fucked up here, man.
Well, the other side of it is, well, not the other side of it, but the easiest way to explain it is just by quoting frickin' the intro to XCOM Enemy Within. Those who wield the devil's tools will by and by come to wield his sword.
Exactly.
Literally it. And next time on Character Select, I'm going to find all those people that are wielding his sword and punch them in the face. Just so hard.
Repeatedly. With, what is it, the Atlanta Pearson said? A steel-barreled sword.
So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. Oh, this doesn't have an ultimate
super
fire.
shotgun. Use the super shotgun. 5. There you go. We'll see you guys next time.
Clicky clicky.